Alrighty, if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay in the chat. Watching this live, welcome to the stream. We will start here in a couple of. Alrighty, guys, welcome to the stream. We will start here in just a few minutes. Feel free to invite somebody on here that is asking questions about crypto or needs some clarity. Alrighty, guys, welcome. We will start here in about 30 seconds. Let me know in the chat where you are tuning in from, what country, states, continents. We're going to answer this question is, do I think Bitcoin is about to go to 50,000? We're going to talk about what's about to happen in America with U.S. President Donald Trump coming back into office. We're going to talk about what has happened multiple times in history. And I'm excited that you're here. So hit that like button and let more people know that we are live. We'll start here in about 1 minute. Very calm music here. A lot of people are very anxious about the markets. I feel like I'm about to do a guided meditation. All right, starting here in 30 seconds. Let's get it. Alrighty, how's everybody doing? Good evening, good afternoon. Look, it's a cold in Florida right now, and I know that's not as cold as maybe it is where you live, But in Florida right now, it is cold. It is like 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but I'm glad you're here. Um, Man, 9 days into the year, and it feels like, I don't know, does it feel like the year is going by fast or slow? I'm not really sure, but I'm just trying to win the day. And if you were on my YouTube about a week ago, we talked about Bitcoin doing this exact whole, skippity doo right back down. We talked about this candle playing out. And guess what it did? How many of you guys watched that video? Now the question is do I think Bitcoin's going to 50,000? No, I do not think it's going to 50,000, but I will give you a worst case scenario where I think price could go. And I'll give you a worst case scenario of where this whole market can go over the next couple of minutes. Now, if you're new to crypto, it's real simple. I want to make this really clear to start this video off, and hit that like button if you haven't done it already. Really clear why crypto, right? 16 years ago, Bitcoin's first block was mined. Okay, Satoshi Nakamoto, whether it was some, Asian person or it was the CIA, that's when everything started digitally. Okay, 12 Celsius. I don't even know what that is. You could tell my school didn't teach me anything. Okay, 16 years ago, last week, Bitcoin's first block was mined. And over the past 16 years, we've seen new categories, new innovation. We've seen Bitcoin go from rejected to selected. And I just want to kind of zoom out 18 months ago. Okay, 18 months ago, banks in America really started to go through some issues. We saw banks fail. It made more of an emphasis for crypto, for DeFi, for self custody of your crypto, and most importantly, self custody of your money. Let me ask you guys a question in the chat. Right now, I said, hey, you have 30 minutes to wire me $10,000. If not, this is just a hypothetical example. Please don't report my page. If not, something really bad is going to happen to somebody you love. Would you be able to get that money out of a bank at 9:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Yes or no in the chat. If it was 9 p.m. at night on a Thursday or a Friday or Saturday, would you be able to get that money? The answer is no, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have control over your money when your money's sitting in a bank. Now, I'm not telling you not to use a bank. I use a bank. Okay? I'm just telling you that it's time for you to learn. Why? Because your money is going down in value. I'm on a Federal Reserve website here, okay? The Fred. And now I look at this site every day. Do you see what I see on this chart? Okay? The first thing I see is I just see a blue line going down. Oh yeah. That's the value, the purchasing power of the dollar. Okay? Your money has, since the Great Depression, has only gone down. And that's why things are more expensive. You hitting that loan shark named Jack. All right, let's take this off. I need to get a haircut. And let's go with the different hat so I don't look like a loan shark. I had that hat there just in case somebody said something. So we're gonna go with the hat. A little bit more professional here. Anyways, you're not here for how I look. You're here for the sauce. And it's not ketchup. Okay, so you see purchasing power obviously trending down. Now, this is brand new. I look at this almost every day. I don't know when they put this here, but now there's a Coinbase of the Bitcoin price here. What is this? Is this a bearish signal? Why is this on the chart? They're now showing dollar down, Bitcoin up. I don't know if that's a sign to sell everything or it's a sign we're about to go so much higher. But what I want to get into here today, and I have not done this in a while, or actually I have not done this, is I want to talk about the elections. I want to talk about the president that's coming into office, not from who he is, but what has happened to Bitcoin and really the market over the past two elections. Okay. Now I want to go back 2016. People don't remember this, but guess what? Trump was president before. Okay. I know some people are just like still in denial about that one, but that's okay. And let's put a line on November 8th, 2016. So Trump wins. Trump wins the election. Okay. Trump wins the election. Now that's in November. let's actually zoom in on this, of 2016. Now, don't worry about price of Bitcoin. Okay, that's not what we're doing here. But I want to just show you something real quick. And I'm going to make a really, really important point here. November 8th, 2016. So Trump wins the election here. Okay. Does anybody see it? Okay. He wins the election on the orange line. He gets inaugurated January 20th. We're going to put that as the blue line. So he comes into office. He's officially the president here. Okay, I see some math equations in the chat. You know, I went to college for a few weeks. I'm just going to avoid looking at that because you're giving me a headache. So I'm going to look that up later. So look at this. He wins, market rallies. The day of the inauguration, right before the inauguration happens, what does the market do? Rallies 70% for Bitcoin, drops 35%. Don't worry about the price of Bitcoin, everybody. If that happened today, Bitcoin dropped 35%, altcoins are just going to melt. And they're getting hit pretty hard right now, a little bit, right? So we're going to talk about Bitcoin in a second. But does everybody see that? Does everybody see that? Now watch this. Let's go to 2020. Doesn't matter that Biden won. Okay, let's go November 7th. Okay, watch this. November 7th, 2020. So now Biden wins. Okay. November 7th. Bitcoin was a lot higher. November 7th was right here. Okay. Does anybody know when he got inaugurated? You don't have to know. We have ChatGPT. January 20th, 2017. So now orange line. Wait, why am I in 2020? What am I doing here? January 7th, 2020. I got this right. Oh, 2021, right? Yes, 2021. I'm looking at the wrong dates. Okay. 2021. January 20th. Isn't that interesting? Let's go. Remember, orange line are the election days. Blue lines are the inauguration days. Who sees this? Even when Biden won, Bitcoin went crazy. Going into the inauguration, Bitcoin dropped 30-something%. And then guess what? Even with Biden winning, you still had 100% move to the upside after he won. Okay, is everybody seeing this? Put a 1 in the chat. So orange lines, election days. Blue lines, inauguration day. Okay, let's go real quick. Let's go take a look at this. I'm still here. Okay. Okay, I forgot to ask ChatGPT, but I know this one, November. Yeah, November, I think it was November 4th. Okay, right here, orange line. When is the inauguration, everybody? Blue line is the inauguration day. It's November 20th. Is anybody seeing what I'm seeing? I want you to hit the like button if you're seeing what I'm seeing here. And I don't want you to get scared, and I don't want you to panic. Every single time there was an election, the past 3 elections, even no matter who won, okay, election, rally, pullback, inauguration day, run. Election, win, pullback, run. Election, run. Okay, guess what? Makes sense. So, do I think it's going to 50,000? No, I do not think it's going to 50,000. But guess what I do think? I think that they're trying to get you out of crypto. You saw all over the headlines, right? How many of you guys saw this? Bitcoin, DOJ. Well, how many of you guys saw this? I had it in front of me earlier, and I deleted the is it this wallet right here? That would be crazy. Oh yeah, here we go. So you gotta love the internet. Look at this. Blockchain.com. This is the wallet that they seized from Silk Road and Mt. Gox and all that illegal money years ago. And a judge, I believe it was a judge yesterday, approved that they would sell this Bitcoin. And do you guys know, have you guys remember a country, and I'm sorry if you're from there, but do you guys remember a country that sold all their Bitcoin and then Bitcoin doubled recently? Anybody remember that country? Sorry, Germans, I love you, but July 12th, the German government sold all of their Bitcoin. You remember how much they had? They had billions of dollars in Bitcoin and they sold it. They sold it on July 12th. Do you know the price of Bitcoin on July 12th? 65,000. And then we ran. So we have a lot of things here in our favor. Okay. You could also say we have coin glass. We also have seasonality in our favor. Historically, crypto does very well. Q1. Right now we're down 1%, 2% on ETH. So we have seasonality in our favor. We have an inauguration. We know Trump is going to be pro crypto. Now, here's the mistake people make. Well, they don't like Trump. Okay, you don't have to like Trump to go become more wealthier or more rich or make more money in the market. That's what people don't understand and why they will never, never, never make it in this space. Okay. Now, I want to give you a worst case scenario type situation real quick. Okay. Because we all see, losing my voice, we all see the pattern here, right? Orange line, blue line. You guys see what I'm seeing, right? Hit the like button if you're seeing what I'm seeing. Now, here's the thing. There still is, and I explained this in the last YouTube video that I did. There still is this gap here in price. I've been speaking on calls for like 9 hours. There still is this gap here on price on the Bitcoin futures chart. So this needs to come back here. The question is does it do it now or does it do it later? But this needs to get filled, and I believe this will get filled. So worst case scenario is let's say this thing does melt. Okay? If you know what this is not a good little level right here. This could easily even pop up here and even go for that level right there. So there's a lot of liquidity and a lot of money here sitting now at 92,000. So we need to be careful. If the market does reject and goes up here, maybe we get that quick flash down and then boom, after January 20th, maybe going into February when seasonality is in our favor when it comes to S&P 500. S&P 500 mid-January usually drops. End of January into February does very well. So these are all things you have to understand. Okay, how do you play this market? Well, first off, are you playing short term or long term? Are you just trying to make a quick dollar? Or do you actually have goals in this space? Now, I'm not telling you making money is not a goal, it's obviously a goal. But do you have a trading plan? Do you have a goal of what you're trying to do with your portfolio? Because some people, you're listening to this and you're working with $10. Some of you are working with thousands. Some of you are working with hundreds of thousands. Maybe some of you are working with millions of dollars in your portfolio or just cash on hand. I don't know. I work with people and I coach people that are at all four of those levels. Some people I coach and I mentor, they have a little bit. And I have one of my newest students, he has like, multiple seven figures. Does not care about losing. And he's going to play at that level. So you got to play the game at your level. Okay? When I was 14 years old, in baseball you would play 14U, 14 and under. If you're really good, you can play 15, maybe 16, but you're not playing 18 and under at like, 12 or 13 or 14 years old unless you're literally going to go straight to the league. You're usually in that range of your age, right? It's just how it is. When you're in first grade, all the kids are usually like a similar age, right? In the markets, it's the same thing. What game are you playing, and can you not compare your game to somebody else's game? Oh, wow, did you see how much that person made? Well, in reality, you might have done a higher percentage gain on your portfolio in this bull market, but because they had more money, they made more money, right? Does that make sense? That's the whole thing that we're playing here. Just a game of capital. So I like Bitcoin. Also, let's actually go back to those dates. Did I close out? I closed out the chat GPT. Let me pull it back up. 1 second. Can I get that same thing back? Let's also take a look at the seasonality of the dollar, because this is also really important. So does anybody remember? Okay. Let's actually highlight those same dates. Okay. Let's pull this back up. I want to show you something. I'm trying to really be your friend, or I don't know, not be your friend, but I'm trying to show you something here that if you get it, you're not going to get scared no matter what happens. Okay. Let's go back in time here. Let's go back in time here. I have videos on my channel that talks about Democratic presidents versus Republican presidents. Go watch that video. But let's talk about the dollar real quick. Okay. I'm losing with DOT. I don't know when who told you to get into DOT. I didn't tell you to buy DOT at that price. And I don't know what price you bought it at. And I'm losing. I don't even know. Did you buy the top? Hopefully you didn't, but hopefully. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So I'm gonna stop looking at the chat for a quick second. All right, so let's go back. Let's go November 8th, 2016. Okay, same concept here. Same concept. November 8th. November 8th, 2016. Boom. Okay, let's go orange line. Blue line is going to be January. I'm just going to put January, okay? Blue line is going to be the inauguration, okay? So you guys can see here, Trump wins the election, right? Going into the election, he's not the president yet, right? He is 2016, who's the president? Who remembers? It was Barack Obama, right? 2008. And when you have I'm gonna make this point one time. Okay. When you have a Democratic president, go back in time and look at this. The dollar, or the DXY chart, goes up. Macro, bigger picture, right? So you have Obama pumping the dollar. Trump wins. The dollar's pumping into Trump's victory. And then boom, inauguration happens. What does the dollar do? Immediately, look at the pattern, everybody. This isn't that difficult. High, lower high, boom. What does it do? If this is a box, does it go up to the box and drop? Right? Does it go down or does it go up? Okay. Real simple. It goes down. Dollar drops. What happens here in 2017? Can anybody remember? Oh, yeah. Bitcoin goes from 1,000 to 20,000. Ethereum goes from $87 to $1,170 or whatever it topped out at. Okay, Litecoin went to $400. Good Lord. And that's when I should have took more profits in the first bull run. Okay, so the dollar drops. Okay, stick with me here. Stick with me. Yeah. 2020 election. 2020 election. Okay, excuse me, 2017. 2020 election happens. What was the date? Let's get the exact date here. November 7th. November 7th. November 7th. So about right here. Okay, now remember, now this is going to be opposite. Okay, because Biden was a Republican president, or excuse me, a Democratic president. So Biden wins in November. He comes in. Look at this. You can't make this up. He wins in the orange line. He comes into office in the blue line. Does everybody see this? It literally was the bottom of the dollar, and then the dollar goes crazy. Oh my God. We're looking for patterns. We're looking for a macro. We're looking for a macro reason to get in the market, or to say, hey, you know what? We're going to slowly get out of the market. Okay, I put a 7 in the chat if you're with me here so far. I hope somebody's having this breakthrough. This is a free video. It's a free YouTube. You don't even have to listen to me. Go do your own research, or don't. I just got this new water bottle. It's like BPA-free water bottle. Keeps the water cold. I just don't like carrying it. I feel like grab it like this. But literally, you can put water in here and it stays cold for like 7 hours. It's actually kind of crazy. It's just so big, but I'm drinking like 10 of these things a day. So drink your water here. All right, orange line, Trump wins, comes into office, dollar down. Biden wins, right? Dollars at the bottom of this low. Biden comes in, Democratic president, boom. Assets go crazy. Guess what happens, everybody? Guess what happens? We go into a bear market in crypto. Huh. Thanks, Biden, right? It's not, I mean, Jerome Powell was raising interest rates, all these things. It's not that heavy without water, but it's all good. Guess what's happening now, everybody? All right, let's finish this. Let's finish this. Stick with me here. Stick with me. Okay. November. Okay, we got an orange line. Guess what happens? Look at this over here. Look at this over here. Trump wins. Trump wins. Boom. A little bit higher. Meltdown. Trump wins. I'm doing these YouTube videos to document this. I don't want to hear none of this stuff that I didn't try to help people. When is Trump coming into office? Oh yeah, in 10 days. I think hopefully we get this thing figured out with California. I feel so damn bad for people in LA. I am a massive Dodgers fan. I go to LA only really for baseball games, but I just feel super bad. I know people that lost houses, and that's the whole situation is just I hope the truth comes out. There's just so much sketchy shit about that. It's whatever. Not whatever, but it's extremely sad. So if anybody knows anybody that's dealing with some issues, I'd love to help, whether it's my voice or my following or however, just please reach out to me on Instagram if you know anybody that's really down bad on that situation. I would love to give back and help however I can. So looking at the dollar, okay, hopefully this is something that can help some people listening, but the dollar, okay, Trump's coming in next week. Trump wins, market pushes up, then we have the meltdown. Do we see the same thing? I don't know. I think so. I think we are. Okay. I personally think we're going to see this level hold. And I think we're going to see the dollar come down. So that's why I'm not really a believer of Bitcoin's going back to 50K. There's the answer to the video of this call. I don't think it's going back to 50K. But we know they're not going to play fair. They don't want Trump to win. They didn't want him to win. And we're going to see how this plays out. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you're with me here so far. Okay. We talk about all these different patterns and all the different seasonality in the market. And if you're not yet in crypto, this is the chart that you need to know. This chart hasn't gone down yet. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart. When this chart goes under 52%, 50%, I will be probably recommending people to stop buying everything and to play defense, to start to get out, to start to be patient, to start to actually understand, okay, this market's not going to go up forever. Let me break you some news. Break some news to you. The market's not going to go up forever. You know, I had somebody that messaged me. They said, Mike, do you think the market's going to keep going up? And I said, well, it depends what time frame you're looking at. And then they told me like, hey, my friend said it, just keep buying and everything's going to be okay. And I'm like, yeah, that's a plan, but that's not the best plan. I heard this quote and I put this on my Instagram as a caption, and it's something very similar to that. But it said, don't let people, and I'm holding my passport here, I don't know why, but don't let people without a passport tell you the best places in the world to go because they haven't seen it. Let's say it one more time, and then I'm going to do a mic drop. No, I'm not going to do that. Don't let people without a passport tell you about the best places in the world to go visit, to go see. Why? Because they've never been there. They've never experienced it. That's why you got to learn from people that have done this. That's why you got to learn from people that are doing it actively. You got to learn from people that are teaching. You don't even have to learn from me. Honestly, I don't, I'm good. Like I'm okay. If you want to work with me, great. Reach out to me. You go to my website, mikesotero.com. Mike, how come everything you do is free? Because that's just how I've always been. You go to programs, guess what? This book, okay, I just released it. It's 24 pages. It's free. Tokenomics Blueprint, we've had 50, probably, no, not. We probably had like almost 25,000 people read this book. Released it at the bottom of the bear market. Okay, this is more of a training. This is free as well. It's on business. My newsletter, that's free. Okay, prepare for market euphoria. Probably a $1,500 course. Gave it away for what? Free. I do a monthly call. Go to my website and register for my monthly call. We'll have one in February. crazy. People will sometimes will say, I'm skeptical. You should be skeptical of your own shadow if you're broke, if you have no money. You should not be skeptical about the markets. The markets is a gateway. The markets is a way out. The markets is a vehicle. Crypto and forget about crypto. Entrepreneurship is going after something that most people don't see. Do you understand that? What's up, Ty, my brother? Do you understand that? Most people are not going to see it, Natasha, or see it, Teresa, or see it, Adam. They're not going to understand it, Champion Creative Media or Essential Vital. You guys have like your burner YouTube accounts. Like, this is some interesting names here. They're not going to see it and they're not going to understand it. But I do believe this is most people. I do believe that most people in your circle, in your environment, actually do not want to see you succeed. I know it sucks. I know some of y'all have the same last name as them, but I've been doing this for 11 years, worked with hundreds of thousands of people, coached a lot of people, helped some people make 6, 7, 8 figures in different industries, different ways. And they still might not want to see you succeed. It's crazy, but it's true. You know? But here's what I keep doing. I just keep doing it. You know, I stay focused no matter what. I gave this play out to all my students earlier. I would not buy this right now. It's already, you know, a little bit too late. If you're one of my students, you knew we were looking at this entry at 184, 185. We're already up 400 pips on this. I dropped this XRP setup. We're moving out the zone here. Did I give this out on YouTube? No. But this was a really, really clean setup here on XRP. You take a screenshot of this. Maybe you'll learn something. This was very clean. I think XRP will start to get out of here. Maybe reduce some risk at that moment. Ethereum looks very nice here. Talked about this a little bit earlier on here today. Ethereum's looking good. So yeah, we're going to see how this market bounces. If Bitcoin does one of these, I mean, you have this huge squeeze down. I mean, this could easily rip right back to 100. The whole question is if the market were to go back to 50K, 55K, 60K, 70K, blah, 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 will you still be in crypto? Can I please give an idea for algo? Oh, I have it on the chart. You're lucky it's in front of me. Like, does everybody see like this? Like, just this is just screaming. Pew. I don't know what sound effect that just did, but that's what it looks like here. That's on the 30-minute. Hold on. That's a bad perspective. My bad. I mean, yeah, algo has to hold here. If not, I mean, there's a lot of empty space that it could fill. Now my students got algo right here at 10 cents. All of my students that I work with daily, weekly basis, we sent out algo very, very low. Okay, very low. Algo was a layup. Layup. Literally, it was a layup. Thoughts on XLM? I like XLM. XLM is the decentralized version of XRP. Oh, let me make this real clear. I put this up here for a reason. How many of you guys have crypto on your Coinbase or on your exchange? How many of you guys have crypto? Facts, Ander, facts. How many of you guys have your crypto on your exchanges? Maybe you just found my YouTube channel. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. You go to mikesotero.com and get plugged in. I'm going to put this in the chat here. But how many of you guys have money on your exchanges? Please get it off. Okay, please get it off. Do yourself a favor and get it off. Why would you risk it? If you have more than $100 of crypto, just get it to a ledger, okay? I get asked this question all the time. I've probably sold so many of these ledgers and I've made no money from it, but it's okay. Maybe Ledger will send me a free one, but I'll be kind of skeptical. A Nano X is fine. I literally have so many ledgers around my house. There's like another one in the other room. These are like unopened. See the plastic. I just have them because I just buy them and I get bored sometimes and I just buy ledgers. You know, you guys ever seen that meme where it's like, oh, he's always at the club or she's always at the club. And then you see me buying on ledger.com, buying a different color ledger. That's literally what I'll do on the weekends. Anyways, they're 150 bucks. Okay. How do you stake from a cold wallet? Same way. Inside of Ledger Live, you can get it. It's not on Exodus wallet. Where can we store Flow? Flow, you have to download their private wallet, which gives you a private seed phrase, which gives you your own seed phrase. Okay. Any other questions in the chat? Feel free to drop it. I'm going to jump off here. I have a call here at 10 p.m. Any last questions? Ledger doesn't let us still. Yeah, feel free to drop the questions in the chat. If long term, then should be on offline wallet. Yeah, you always eventually want to get everything to your ledger, everything that's supported. If it's on a different like wallet that's from the company, it's fine. You know, you can send it back to an exchange to sell. That's okay. What's up, Gustavo? What's up, bro? Appreciate you. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. What do you think about Exodus stock? I haven't even looked at the stock. I know they went public. Exodus crypto wallet stock ticker. I haven't even looked at this. I guess it's not even, is it even live yet? Because it went live yesterday and then today the stock market was closed. Okay, it's open. That's cool. $37. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't know how I feel about when did this thing start trading? Last month. I hope you are joking about what? I have an old ledger and I can barely hold 3 coins. Which one should I get? Nano X. Nano X is fine. Why is this lagging? Yeah, this page is unresponsive. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure about that price, but I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Not sure. Yeah, the company went public, but everybody's seed phrase is fine. Do I still recommend Curve? Curve is going to do well. I know a lot about Curve that I shouldn't. Um, Curve was giving out a lot of free tokens. I mean, a lot of companies do this, but they were giving out a lot of free tokens to people. What is this? It had to be like here. And then those people just immediately sold and yeah, that got wrecked. I wouldn't buy Curve personally. I think there's better plays unless it came back here. This just does not look good to me. And this looks so crazy. Maybe I should have bought it at 20 cents. It did a 5x. I'd like to see closer to 40 cents. I'm not the biggest fan of Curve, and I don't know why their websites always look so stupid. So old. But that's just how they do it. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you for being here. Polyswarm, I don't even know what that is. Curve DAO is awesome. I got some 1-inch. Yup. Did I talk about that in my last video? I do so many calls, I literally forget what I talk about sometimes in certain videos. So, all right, guys, let's see how the market reacts here. Sol is definitely this is the only leverage play that I'm in right now. And we shall see. We just had that 4-hour candle close. We're going to need to see some breaks of structure, though. For this thing to really rip, we're going to need to see some breaks of structure on lower time frames here. I talked about 1-inch, right? Yeah, sleeper. GRT, yes, I like it, but I'm sending that one to all my private students. So if you guys have any questions or want to work directly with me, feel free to reach out to my Instagram. There's a blue check. I'll never ask for money. When you follow me, you'll probably get followed by fake accounts. So don't follow or don't send money to anybody online. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please hit the like button down below. Like and subscribe. Oh, last thing. If you haven't gone to MikeSotero.com and grab my brand new book, I just released this. It is 100% free. I'm going to put the link in the chat here. The Investor's Compass. I have a vlog coming out on how I got the idea, how I wrote the book, where I traveled to when I wrote the book, all of those things. So go down here, go to the link in the chat, The Investor's Compass. If you haven't read it, highly recommend it. It's literally what I wish I told myself 11 years ago from an investing standpoint. Please share this with a friend. Everything is 100% free. And I will see you guys in the next video. God bless.